In today's video, I am going to be breaking down different 5-out basketball plays that you can run if you want to try and get your point guard scoring some easy baskets. So let's get down, let's check this out really quickly. If you want the complete guide to the 5-out basketball offense, make sure to go check out the link that is down in the description below. And if you like the idea of being able to write on top of the app or on top of a clipboard like this, the Playbook app the link is down in the description below as well. So in this first play, we're going to have player 1. He's going to be setting a pass over to player 5. Or he can pass over to player 4. If he passes to player 4, player 1 is going to cut to the low post as fast as he can, and then player 2 is going to go in and set a pin down screen for player 1. At this time, player 1 is going to then use that screen and he's going to be popping out to the corner. What we are hoping for is for player 1 to be open for the 3-point shot. This also works extremely well against a zone. So for example, on a zone, we would have the pass still go over to player 4 that would bring player 4 up to guard that spot until player 1 is able to then cover, and then player 4 would recover back down. At this time, we would have player 1 cut to the low post, player 2 would set a screen on player 4, and then player 1 would go behind and get himself open for the 3-point shot. Same play, but instead of guarding the man who's guarding player 1, you're setting a screen on the player who's guarding the spot. Another fantastic option that you have for the point guards in the 5-out is if you were to pass to player 4 or 5, let's just say he passed to player 4, player 1's man would then go and guard the gap. After this pass is made, we're going to have player 5 set the back screen on player 1, and player 1 would then cut. We're hoping for player 1 to now be open for the layup. This is another very simple play that you can run. Meanwhile, we would have player 3 lifting so that if player 1 gets the ball and player 3's defender drops down to play help, we should have an easy kick out pass to player 3 as a backup option. Or if player 1 is not open, we would have player 1 fill out, and then we would have player 3, he would be continuing his cut up to the point. We can also have, after this screen, player 5 pop up to the point and player 3 would stay on the wing. It's up to you how you would like to run this play. Depending on the team and depending on the coach, I've seen this ran both ways. Obviously, once we fill back out, we're back into 5-out, and you can run a basic pass and cut or pass and screen away. That's why I like the 5-out offense. See, the great thing with the 5-out offense is you can start in the 5-out, run a set play in the 5-out, and then when you finish, you're back in the 5-out, so you can run a motion. If you're in a league, like for example, us in Canada at the high school level, we have a shot clock of 24 seconds. That's just under FIBA rules that we run. And because of that, after you get past half, let's say you've burned 6 seconds getting past half, you've burned another 12 seconds being able to run a set play, or maybe 10 seconds, let's call it 10 seconds. You're now 16 seconds into the shot clock with only 8 seconds left to be able to do something. And at that point, you are now relegated to either running a motion offense or having whoever has the ball call for a screen and say, I need a screen, and then you just work off of a screen. That's why a lot of my plays that I run will always start with a set play and then end with a screen and roll off of that set play. Or if all else fails, we go into the 5-out because everyone just clears the 5-out. This is a play that you can run with the point guard on the wing, and the idea here is the exact same. We've kind of already ran this play, but now it's just in a different spot. So we're going to have player 1 pass over to player 2, and then we'll have player 4 set that back screen for player 1. This tends to work extremely well also. Now, if we were to have a center or a tall guy up top, and our point guard on the wing, another great play that you can run to get some switches, because that's your ultimate goal, is to have player 1 pass to player 4, and then player 1 will screen away. Very simple screen away in the 5-out. Very simple. It's a basic offense. But instead of having player 5 cut and use that screen, instead we'll have player 5 go to the wing, and then we'll have player 1 cut or roll off. The idea here is if there's a switch. So if they call switch, now you've got a mismatch up top and you've got a mismatch here. You're going to have a mismatch on speed getting to the rim, so you can do a quick pass and layup potentially. You also have a size advantage here. And why that's going to be beneficial is because now after player 1 rolls to the basket, let's say he's not open, you're going to have player 2 and 3 fill in, and player 1 fill out. You are then going to have player 5 cut to the basket and do an isolation in the low post. He's just going to cut really quick, post up player 1, and you can do a quick ISO down in the low post. I hope that these plays help your team win more games. If they do, hit that like button, subscribe. Make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense that is down in the description below, and I'll see you guys again in my next video.